we look at what makes the swing feel good. There are two biomechanical features that make the swing feel good that relate to timing. All right? So linkage is one of them. What is linkage? Well, we've heard people talk about connection before, right? And we've seen all type of connection drills. Take a towel, put it under both arms. Boom, I call that center line connection because it connects everything in the middle, doesn't it? Okay? Take a head cover, put it under your right arm only. Well, the elbow kind of pulls in. That's what I call elbow in connection. You know, my elbow's kind of in an in position, right? Okay, well, what about the guys that marry the right arm to the right side? So they go up the top of the backswing and they connect it back here, Jim Fierix. That's right side connection. Oh, well, what about the guys that put the head cover or the glove under the left arm? I call that torso connection. Okay? These are just all terms that I just picked basically out of the air because of how golfers talk about it. So there are guys that try to stay connected with that left side. Well, connection is how the arms relate to the torso. Okay? Linkage is a chain of event that goes to the whole body. So for example, if I'm a right side connected player like a Jim Fierix, as I rotate forward, my right ankle, knee, hip, torso, shoulder, arm, hand move as a unit. Right? I can be right side connected and do this, and you can see I wouldn't be linked up, would I? Because I'm leaving this behind right here, right? But if it all comes through as a unit, I'm linked up. Okay? Left side connected guys are the ones that their arms and hands have to catch more up during the transition to get linked up. Once it's linked up, the whole left side goes around as a unit. Okay? DJ Singh holding that under his left arm, just trying to make a left linkage good. You see that? The pump drills, you've seen the pump drills where people preset right in front of their stomach and they go up and down, up and down, up and down. You can see I'm coming back to center linkage, aren't I? Once it's linked up, I release it and the whole center line tries to go around as a unit. You see that? Okay. Preset drills work great for this. They're a great application if the individual relates to it. What happens is every once in a while a guy gets a preset drill, and let's say he gets it preset on his center line, and he said, this is great, he's in his lesson. And he goes away and he forgets it for a while, and he remembers, I was doing that preset drill when I was playing good, I'm going to go do that again. And he sets up and all of a sudden he's lazy. He doesn't do it the way his coach exactly showed him, let's say. Maybe he's drifting his preset drill over into a right linkage, and all of a sudden it doesn't work for him. He's wondering why. Why is this not working? It worked before. Because when you do a preset drill, it needs to be linked up to your clearing mechanism. This is really, really important. Your linkage and your clearing have to match up. Why? Clearing as rotating posture creates centrifugal force. It actually creates centripetal force because it's moving the energy back towards the center. Okay? Your arms want to link up to that force and move in the direction of centrifugal force, which is exactly in the opposite direction of it. So if it doesn't link up to the mechanism that's clearing, if it links up to some other part of the process, okay, there's throwaway, there's energy loss. All right? Things don't synchronize. In the biomechanics, one of the things we look at is things are always synchronizing, equal forces in the opposite direction. Just like your verticals. If I'm a poster, I post on my left leg and my release matches it. I don't post and then release. You see that? I don't release and then post. You know, I want them synchronized, ideally, to transfer information. So your linkage has got to match your clearing. So I was talking about linkage, John. Linkage is like connection. People say you can connect your right arm to your right side, right? So like the Jim Fierix. But there are lots of guys that come down and get the hands back in front of them before they release it. That's center linkage. Or there are guys that get it over here, and when they come back, they get it all the way up here before they release it. That's left linkage. And linkage is the whole unit of the body, the ankle, the knee, the hip, going all at one point, all at one time. Okay? So preset drills, you have guys that preset in front of their stomach, and they play good for a while. They get away from it, they stop playing, and all of a sudden they go, wow, I did that preset drill when I swung good. And then all of a sudden they start traveling with their hands and presetting it over here, off their right hip, and it doesn't work anymore, and they wonder why. The reason is the preset drill is not linking up anymore. Okay? So making sure that if you do a preset drill, that the linkage and the clear match up is very, very important. Okay? If your clearing and your leakage don't match up, people describe it as swinging through mud. Just kind of, it just doesn't feel energetic. When they match up, they go, whoo. That's energetic, that's swift. Okay? Okay. So the next part of the timing that is important is when your posture releases. Although we do rotate in posture, we also release that posture. And there are 3 different basic ways of getting that done as well. Okay? There are some people that go up to the top of the backswing, they transition with their tailbone right against the wall, and then immediately they start standing up and getting out of there. And they're said, oh, that's wrong. For them, it isn't. These are typically people that are low track golfers, they're on top golfers, they got lots of horizontals, and they can't get the ball up in the air fast enough. So they got to create upward and downward verticals sooner in their swing to get those verticals working to get the ball up in the air. Okay, like a Peter Lonard. Stands up and out of there a lot faster than most. You know, Tom Pernice Jr., you can see it in his swing. He comes through and wow, I mean, he almost looks like he's flailing his body up and out of there when he gets out of there. Because he knows he needs to get those, he's a side-on golfer that needs to get those verticals going. Okay? Then we have post-up and posture golfers. These are the golfers that go up to the top, they clear with the rear and back against the wall, they post as they come into their link position, boom, and they release it to match the post. Now from here, they get up and out of there like Tiger now, as fast as he can. I mean, you can see Tiger purposely getting that right shoulder high, getting up and out of there from the impact position. I mean, he practices it all the time now, doesn't he? Because he's trying to get out of his posture. He's not staying in posture all the way to the end. Okay? Like a lot of people are told to do. Under golfers will stay in posture, they'll clear, they rotate, they extend, they stay in posture until the full extension. And then they release the posture. So like me, I'm an under golfer, I still have a low right shoulder. You know, I don't completely get up and out of there. Okay? So it's okay for under golfers to stay under with that right shoulder. Post up and posture golfers, once they post and release, they got to get out of there. Okay? And then the stand up and posture golfers are people that need to stand up earlier. You still need to set up in posture, you still need to clear in posture, but then they got to get up and out of there. So you can see for those golfers, most of what they're trying to time is when they release the posture. You'd be amazed, those golfers don't have to time impact. They got to time when they get out of posture. It's very important for them.
Show the stand-up one again. How was it?
Yeah, so they have a tendency to be a little bit, they're not as tailbone back, so it'll be a little tailbone back, and they'll be low trackers, so they tend to go this way, and they're about right here. So they transition in posture, and then from here they literally stand up. I have one student that literally, he looks like that in impact, and you know, it's amazing when you stop and it goes, that can't be right. But you look at his ball flight, his 9-irons go, and he's my height. He's like 24 now. But his 9-irons go way up in the air, and they go like 155 yards. It's like, well, can't argue with that. It's funny. I would have never told him to swing that way. But I just kept checking his body, and his body said, go here, go here, go here. You know, when he started out, everything was low hooks. His dad, when he was 16, made him drop everything inside, push it out. You know, he'd get stuck, snap hook him, he'd block him. I mean, he's just really frustrated. And we just kept working on his body, and here you go. All of a sudden, you know, now going high and straight. You know, he never believed he could play the ball that high. Okay? So, learning to release the posture at the right time is very important. Okay? It's important for the body. Milton will tell you, you get hurt if you stay stuck in posture too long.